recording in my computer too. Great. So you guys, do you listen to me? Do you see me well? Because I'm going to communicate a few ideas, but I would like you to have total clarity about my messages, if my messages get conveyed properly or not, okay? Maybe a little bit because there is some sound outside. And I want to know, how did it go with the homework? I want to know if you have any questions, if you possibly, hello, Jimena. If I can start today's lesson by telling you something about the new info, which is like the last explanation. Probably by using the whiteboard. I would like to hear maybe a few people telling me about the listening, about the task of listening. Okay. We had two pieces of listening, right? I wanted to exemplify, pay attention, because of the level. Both are B at least, oh, sorry. Please mute your microphones. Mute your microphones. Thank you. Okay, so they are supposed to be into a B1, yeah, level, going to a B2. I wouldn't say that B1, actually they are like native. So maybe they are talking like, according to their accent and the expression, they are, of course, native, C1, C2, yeah. But this is an exercise thought for you, for your level. On listening number 1 and listening number 2, we had elements. For example, Catherine, no? Lucero, who's going to speak? Especially because of, I don't know, because of any reason, you don't come to a lesson one day, you cannot assist. The next day, you will be really, really participative. So please, this is easy. It takes just a few minutes. Main ideas about yesterday's listening, okay? The level, was it easy, was it difficult? Number 1, number 2, how is it different? How is it similar? Chat, speaking time. Sophia, you're going to say something? O how is this? Entonces que si no hay nota y entonces si no tomamos la asistencia de esa manera, entonces no hablan. Thank you, Daniela, for the info. I don't know. Catherine is going to say something?
Yes, teacher, here. The listening, the homework listening, but I say a little difficult, but with the help with book, so it's easier. But the difference in the two listening, the one person speak up, the second is a conversation, the two person.
Okay, so in the second one, we have a conversation, right? But in the first one, it's more like a monologue.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
All right. Somebody else? Thank you. Because I wanted to exemplify what you have to do tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to give you a resource, which is Vukaroo. I'm going to show you the website later. Okay? So vukaroo.com. In that place, in that website, you can make recordings. So what you're going to do tomorrow in the Word document, in the workshop delivery, remember you can work by pairs maybe, and you're going to play, for example, if you work by pairs and you have different podcasts, you're going to copy the link of this Or you can create an MP3 if you are more expert, I don't know. Or you can create a YouTube only with the recording and you put it in the Word document, okay? I just wanted to show you that 7.4, am I right or not? If maybe I am confused about the topic, but as Karen said, yes, and Catherine, thank you so much. And you know, those people who today and tomorrow are speaking a lot, for example, today I have a candidate and that person I'm going to say, friend, you have the 5 points in the final exam on the speaking, so you don't have to present the speaking. Because that person, I'm going to write to that person today an email or through the WhatsApp with the monitor, because I really appreciate those people who are like attentive and participate, okay? Of course, if you have a lot of mistakes, I cannot accept that you are like this. You will have to take something on the speaking, but maybe easier. The thing is that please speak. Now, in the Word document, you can attach like the link, you see? And probably the option is that if you work with Buckaroo, okay, you can also put my email and it automatically goes to my email. But you can put in the Word document in the point of in the first activity about speaking, you can put Buckaroo. So I will know, in my email, there is a recording from this group. So remember, monologue, it was kind of example for those people who are going to work about the podcast, for example, you know, or presenting a news. You know, this guy is telling a travel experience. So I was thinking a lot about maybe Sophia. She told me that she's going to talk about a travel experience, maybe. So consider 7.4, maybe it's like 3 minutes, you know, but the recording that you are going to send me is about 2 minutes, okay? That is the average. And in 2 minutes, people, either if it is a conversation, okay, it can be 2.5 minutes, but no more than 3 minutes recordings, please. And of course, not 30 seconds. And what is important here, guys, I absolutely advise you to train and to prepare so you have like a dialogue and you record and you listen, and then you can have a final version. You can take some like 1 hour for doing this, but tomorrow you will have in the class time. Tomorrow we meet at 7. I give you the instruction. I give you the instructions in the Moodle, and that's it. Ideally, in the classroom, you have 2 hours, but I'm gonna give you maybe 24 hours for the workshop. Questions so far? Okay, wait a minute. In the 2-minute recording that I was saying, the 2-minute recording is about 1 from 2 minute recording. At least, as minimum, 1 minute, maximum 2 minutes. You have to include, if you are talking about travel experience as well, present perfect. But the most important for everybody, you have to use linkers of results. So as you are telling your story or your news, or you are having the hotel conversation, some people, you know, or the email situation, you have to use them. So as a result, you know, consequently, therefore, use the connector. This is why I'm going to check up and pay attention carefully, individually. And maybe next week, I'm going to choose maybe the best or the best 2 recordings to play in class. But don't worry that this is a task. I will have to do it in my own, with my time, listen to you by one, okay? And during the weekend. This is more or less like one of my homework. Clear so far? Can we continue? I'm gonna give you some of the instructions in 10 minutes about the book, okay? I wanna see in the chat who wrote, maybe. Daniela, the first had so many information. My dear, information is uncountable, so much information. I'm reading the chat, okay? Yes, it was a lot of information, but that is the challenge, Daniela, and the rest of you, because we have to compact a lot of information, too much information in 1 or 2 minutes. And fluency, okay? And the second one was a conversation, a hotel situation, you know, the people, maybe Lina, she's going to create a hotel conversation. And maybe you can take this as an example. As I told you at the end of the book, some people were practicing their orality. So you can take the model, more or less, not exactly the same, but the model to have the structure of the conversation or of the monologue, people of the podcast, or I don't know. Tatiana, what's your question? So I start with my info.
No question, no. I want to speak about the difference and similar.
Okay, yeah, please say something. Okay, wonderful.
Okay, the first listening, obviously, was more difficult because there are many words that I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's a similar situation maybe, like the first talk about experience in Japan.
Uh-huh.
And the second conversation is like reservation about the place, and and um, and the Lars Meyer um, and the other men. Um, um,
Yeah, I got it. But, answering Karen, yes, Karen, it's the same. It's the same.
as
News, podcast, whatever, is just a tool. It's a web page to make the recording. The resource, the resource is Buckaroo. But you already made your decision yesterday about the right. For example, Tatiana, you can conclude with this. Which one are you like part of? One or two? Or
can
nothing?
you repeat, please?
For tomorrow's assignment, which is more similar for your plan? Are you going to create a travel experience, a podcast, or a hotel phone conversation?
Experience.
An
Yes.
experience. Okay,
First,
so the important, use present perfect, use what you have learned, different verbs, and they have different places, all right, so far?
okay.
Okay, well, good. And now, anything else before we conclude? Difficult words, maybe? One word you didn't understand, or maybe we can do it in different time, because I need to move on. The topic would be for modal verbs, right? So, my dear, thanks, Tatiana. Anything else? No? Well, guys, pay attention here. And it's about the topic of the day, but the last topic of the term, the corte. So I hope you're seeing my screen. And we are here in our Moodle for some people. And in week 10, as you know, the topic was culture and education. Today, the attention in this moment, please, you're gonna go, if you have your book, and I'm gonna check attendance by two different ways today, okay? Please, on page 78 and 79, pages 78 and 79, you will find like all those contents summarized into two texts about education, about two different countries. You will see the pictures of some kids in some moment. But this is new, maybe, for you to use it during the workshop and during the exam next week, because this is like a brief, an explanation of, look, you didn't really have to finish units 7 and 8. Okay, no. But if you want to finish, and if you want to send me pictures and evidence, or you want to ask me particular questions about any page of units 7 and 8, feel free. But at least we are working on particular pages. Today I told you 78, 79. We will be reading about some education systems. For that, I need all your attention, because you're going to be 5 minutes silently reading, and then I will ask you questions. Okay, this is the workshop. This is tomorrow. You see, tomorrow I present it, and tomorrow I explain, and you have the time. I create here the space for you to create it. Única manera de entregarlo en a Word document. Very important, not by parts. No me van a enviar por 5 partes. Una sola entrega en un Word document. Si es enviado, se hacen una sola. Clear? I guess. The two classes, Monday, Tuesday, with explanation of modals. And what is really important here? Yes, speak as I present the next sentence.
I have a question.
Yeah.
The forum, the second forum in the platform, on Moodle.
About the comic?
No. Yes.
About what? About the comic. I will
Yes,
create it
about the
today because
comic.
in some minutes I have a meeting with 4 people presenting comics. So after this, those people are going to be the dynamizers, are going to be, you know, the dinamizadores of the forum, and the rest of the people will speak and write this and next week.
Okay.
But it's after the presentation. Well, guys, please, by checking attendance, I have to open the app. The important here also, mandatory and relevant. I see Gabriel Forero left, but I don't know, he's coming back for the presentation. Jimena, Luisa, and Karen. Those are the people who are, after I speak today, I am staying only with you, the people that I mentioned, for the issue of the comic. The rest of you will have a homework based on the activity of today. So, as I said, 5 minutes, I place the reading there. I'm gonna check the attendance for the first time here in the day, I mean. But what is the issue? Please identify modal verbs. It's very easy, the instruction, okay? Identify modal verbs. But identify, if you know, examples of be able to, this is the new information today, be able to, which sometimes, not always, sometimes can be the same as can, you know? Be able to and can. Try to identify those, okay? Which other models we know? Will, might, that we studied, I guess, yesterday, right? And you know others. But 1, 2, 3, 4 modal verbs, I want you to identify them in this reading. Okay, you have 5 minutes, 2 minutes on this page, top of the class. Okay. And then you will have the other 2 minutes for your web page. Questions? You have the book, but I am showing you the material anyway. On page 7, 2 minutes, please. Scan, do what you can with the info. Then I start checking attendance. Is it clear? Read and identify the modal verbs. Hi, sorry, Gabriel, yes, you're there. One minute. Tema de la clase, modal verbs. Trabajo para la casa. I'm going to ask you, yo no les digo para que lo recuerdo. I'm using the page 148. The last homework, probably, before the exam. I'm very useful for tomorrow's workshop. Page 148, pero ahorita les recuerdo. Page 148. And speaking task, esa va a ser la tarea. Prepare the speaking task. So let's start with Laura Vanessa. How are you?
Tell me, teacher.
Okay. One main idea of the text. You have the text on the screen, you have the text in your hand, but now in your own words. What is the main idea of this?
Okay, give me a moment.
Catherine, Daniela?
Tell me, teacher.
The same question, please, that I asked Laura Vanessa.
Repeat, please.
What is the main idea of the text?
Main idea is the children such as learn the, I don't know. Sorry.
Be more attentive. Angie Sophia, are you there? Can you tell me about the nationality of the children in this text? You have the country, but not the nationality. Angie Sophia, you're not there? 3? No,
Yes.
nothing? Oh, speak, please.
Sorry, I
Carvajal
don't.
Bolaños. Ah, you didn't read the text. You're not paying attention anyway. So, Julia Stephanie, please tell me, what is the nationality of the children in the text?
The nationality,
China.
I don't remember,
Yes.
but the text is about the PISA.
About what? PISA, PSA test? Okay, I'm helping you, Juliet and Sophia. The nationality is Finnish.
Finish?
Yeah, Colombian, you know?
Okay.
England, English. But what is the country? What is the country? Maybe Tatiana Valentina. Wait a minute, because I'm checking. Tatiana.
Finland.
Finland, yeah. Finland,
Y,
Finland. Es que no es ni siquiera ni la I ni la I. Finland. And this is the nationality, Finnish. Yeah, very good. Finnish people.
Chagai. Okay.
Ah, but that is the other text that I haven't presented. Karen Juliet, please, let's just tell me something about the schedule of those people, of those children, of those Finnish children. No? Karen Juliet, nothing? So, Gabriel Esteban, you can say something about the schedule and the time they study. From what time to what time? That was part of the scanning time.
From 8
No?
a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. The next part is the same. 2 minutes. I show you the second part, I mean the other text, and you will have to take the information. Pay attention to the modal verbs. I presented already can and be able to, okay? But those are a little bit different because they have an obligation. In this part, you're gonna pay attention to some about obligation. When something is mandatory, you're going to use must. But sometimes they have a different and the same meaning of have to. Digamos que este es los únicos 2 o 3 modal verbs que llevan to. Es que de hecho es present simple, have to. I must be at 7 a.m. My obligation, you see. I have to be at 7 a.m. I must teach you a class at 7 a.m. I must help you, is my obligation. And what happened to Sarah? Yeah, sure. You went out of the room. So the same, 2 minutes for everybody to read the text about this place, Shanghai. And then I ask some questions. I continue checking attendance. If you are lost, for example, like Laura or maybe Catherine, Angie, you can participate and continue only checking attendance. Thank you, Gabriel.
Okay, teacher.
We are finishing like in 10 minutes. We're having the activity of the comics. Lucille, right? Yeah. What?
The horror.
One minute. All right. Well, showing you a little bit of grammar, the same. You know, we're going to talk about they, children in Shanghai. Yeah. What would be the nationality of that? Or is it part of another country? What do you think? Okay. In the grammar, they must, as an obligation, I'm gonna help you, and you tell me with the verb according to the attendance checking that I'm creating now. And the other one can be they can, which can be in this context the same synonymous, let's say, not the synonymous, but the same meaning and use, but pay attention
Yeah.
because not always, of be able to, be able to. Got it? So they must, I want the next person to tell me what they must do as an obligation and what they can do as maybe permissions or abilities, because kind is flexible, you know, abilities, permissions, possibilities, but in somehow they can work together. Este sería el segundo modal verb que lleva to. Have to, be able to. El resto de los modal verbs nunca llevan to. Must to work? No, I must work. I can speak English? I can to speak English? No. So, continue. Now, Yeritza Carolina, are you there, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So tell me, an obligation about Shanghai kids?
Okay, they must work hard to present their exams.
Thank you so much. Next one, Juan Esteban, are you around? Okay, Juan. Okay, Sophia, speak.
They must to assist to the school.
My friend, please pay attention. This is what I'm saying. Look, not to. Los únicos que llevan to son be able to y have to. Ahí lo podrías reemplazar, entonces ahí sí. They have to, ahí sí.
Okay, I'm sorry. They must assist to school. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, got it. Or they have to assist. En ese sentido tendría el mismo significado ahí. Have to go or they must go to school. Next one, Han Esteban, tell me something about possibilities, about the people in Shanghai. What permissions they have, or what abilities they have, what possibilities they have. Something with this.
I don't know. I don't know. The possibility they have. They.
Don't worry, my friend, because maybe for some people this is new. Now, when it changes the sense, when it goes from affirmative to negative, to negative, you will have to talk that this is about permissions. And the negativo se vuelve entonces permission. Something about permissions, maybe? So we finish with this. Juan Esteban or John and Sebastian, any of you two? They can't.
They can't have pay to uniforms, but they, I don't know how tell decidir.
They can decide.
They can.
Or they
decide.
can't. They can or they can't.
They can decide pay a small fee or a small fee for books and uniforms.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
Teacher?
Yeah. Now, yeah, speak, say something.
Teachers must be give less than an half hour of homework.
Very good.
Yes.
Teacher must give, must assign. La obligación de los profesores.
Yes.
The
In
conclusion
the
here,
thesis, can.
don't use to. They can't.
Yes.
Teachers can give a lot of homework. That's the conclusion,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Can assign. Yes, very good. Okay. In this part, let me know, well, because in this reading comprehension, I'm going to ask you about the homework, but it's not really homework about the text of Shanghai or Finland. I wanted to present these examples and the same that we have in the pictures that I am presenting you as a way to analyze, please, the complexity of the level, the difficulty of the reading and the text and the vocabulary. Because in the exam, you will have something similar. I'm going to present you one or two cases about education or culture, and then you will have to create sentences and you will have to create like analysis and understand? In the final exam, you read a text, you watch a video, you integrate that into a production, and it can be by pairs. Questions about the final exam, which is like in 1 week, May the 6th, I guess. No? Remember, It's not a matter of completing, el profe puso ahí para completar el libro, porque, no, this is a matter of showing you one example of the level and the complexity of the text, yes, reading comprehension, and number two, because the topic is very interesting because of the week. Some people can take this topic, teacher, we want to create a podcast, individually or pairs, I don't know, about education, about bilingualism. What does it mean to be bilingual? Are you bilingual, friends? Yeah, you can talk about it maybe. Or the other one, Shanghai, or you can make a comparison. Because, teacher, I want to create a podcast, if you haven't decided, I want to create a podcast comparing Shanghai and Finland education. Finland and Shanghai. You can compare the two models, and I'm giving you ideas, but the most important is the practice of this, of the grammar. Okie dokie? For that practice, needs to be evident in the production. You're gonna have to work on page, let me tell you. And for this, I wanna be clear in the whiteboard, I'm gonna give you the instructions, okay, for today, the assignment. So I like to call it autonomous work instead of homework. Number one, please, by 9, not before. Pay attention to the instruction because I don't want to receive messages before or after. By 9 a.m., you're going to take a picture of page. Wait a minute. Pages 148. Teacher, that was very easy. Okay, 149. At least one. You can take a picture of both things. So this is your evidence. Or at least, no, teacher, I didn't have time because I was presenting the comic. And, okay, at least 148, at least one. You are going to send this evidence into a picture to the monitor. The monitor is going to send me the pictures at 9. This is the favor I'm going to ask Lucero. Lucero, don't worry about the class today. You don't have to send me. Just keep it like plan B, but don't send it to me. But the advice is that at 9 a.m., people will send me a picture, of course, with your name, so I don't know who took the picture. Yeah, of course. And then Lucero is going to send me the screenshots. At 9, like at 9 something, 9:10, Lucero is going to tell me, look, run, and I see. Okay, present. Is it clear for everybody? Number 2, explore Vukaru.com, and of course, prepare your speaking for tomorrow. Either if it is the podcast or the email or the news, bring the information for tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm gonna give you instructions how to put that information in 2 minutes. But please explore Vukaru, okay? It's very easy to work with. And well, that's it. Use modal verbs, okay? Any questions, friends? Can I stay with the people of the comics?
Teacher,
What else am I missing? Yeah.
I have 2 questions. The first question is, when we use must, we don't use to?
Never.
Okay.
Excellent question.
And
Speak. Don't worry. Pose your questions.
okay, y la otra pregunta, and the other question is, the picture about the pages, the pages like
148, 149, 148, 149.
Yeah.
Is the autonomous work. It's no homework for the afternoon. No, it's the homework for 1 hour of class. So it's the moment that now you disconnect and you will have to be working on this. At 9, sobre las 9, by 9, you send the picture to Lucero. Imagine you are in the classroom and I tell you pages 148, 49 in the classroom for this moment. Pero, tell me.
But, ¿a dónde tenemos que enviarla?
To the WhatsApp with Lucero. Lucero is going to send me the evidence. Put it in your group, in your WhatsApp group.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Teacher,
No problem.
I have a question.
Okay, yeah, sure.
About the
Luke?
Vukaru.
About
For
the
example,
Vukaru.
yes, I must record Vukaru.
No, my friend, it's my suggestion, you know, it's a website that is kind of easy to access. You put my email and then it comes to my email. But if you prefer the recording your cell phone, The problem is that I need a link or something in the Word document tomorrow. No,
Okay.
no archivos MP4 cargados, MP3. No, I need a file in link. So if you can create a YouTube link, beautiful. Or if you can send me a Bookaroo, that is the other alternative. No se ponen ahí con problemas de peso, de grabación, que el formato no me sirvió. You see? That can be an issue. So I finish with this. Use this tomorrow in your workshop. Ask me in the course of the day or in the course of the hour, in the next hour. You can transmit the questions on the email or on the WhatsApp. Marcela, but we said that today. We can talk about it later, okay? Maybe at the end, Marcela, maybe like at 8:20, we can have a final moment with you because we made some decisions yesterday. And well, guys, this is included in the final exam, of course. No es como que punto de gramática complete, but in the text, in the reading comprehension and the production, you have to use present perfect and modal verbs and linkers. Los tres temas. And what else? Take a screenshot of the screenshot. I conclude telling you, look at the question. One important issue in the modal verbs. Miren los ejemplos in green, los de verde. Most of the modal verbs in the question go at the beginning. No necesitan auxiliares extras. Do you can? Do I can? No. Eso es presente simple. Do I sit? ¿Me siento o no me siento? Pero en este caso el mismo funciona como auxiliar. Can I sit? Could I sit? May I sit? Should I? Must I? Might I? Could I? Can I? Are we done? Can we conclude here? I'm staying only with the people of the comics.
Teacher, about
Any
the
other questions?
comic, me. About the comment, can I present it tomorrow?
Am I talking to? Wait a minute.
Sophia.
Sophia?
Sí. Yes.
I mean, is your space, is your class, is your grade, you see? I'm here from 7 to 9, so the thing is that, yes, you can, but tomorrow you will have to do the comic and the workshop. So my advice, Sophia, if you are not going to present it right now, okay, work on the homework and work on the writing.
Yeah.
Okay, so tomorrow you don't have to do a lot.
Okay.
Anything else?
Me, teacher,
More-
this is about the workshop. It's two
Yes,
questions.
speak.
The first question is, we include all the points in the document in the Word document?
Okay, are you seeing the screen?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to put in green. Imagine that this is the Word document. Only Word document. And you're going to put here the name, the date. Point number 1, you put the link of the speaking. Point number 2, you put your 300 words of the writing about money. You understand? In type.
But no for us, sino,
But
no for us, but the writing of the computer.
Yes, because the final version is a typing, is in Word document. A la mayoría creo que ya entre ayer y hoy, I have told you, type it in Word document, but this is the work for tomorrow. To type what you have, lo que tengan hasta este punto. You type it in the Word, in almost 300 words.
But
yes.
I have my
300 words.
The 300 words, sorry, teacher, and I send you, or just they put in the.
Okay. At least I wanna see today or tomorrow one last version if you want. You see? Vean, para todos, lo fácil es que el orden de las cosas en presencial. Yo llego mañana sin avisarles y les digo 300 palabras, ese es el taller de mañana. 2 horas, 2 hours, para hacer 5 puntos. Tenga, 2 horas, tráemelo. But look, has been a process of 2 weeks, you know, tomorrow you don't have 2 hours, you have the rest of the day. You understand my idea, more or less? Flexibility, but you need to show responsibility, and I help you, you help me. It's learning. Learning is the issue. So in the Word document, you put, and number 4 and 5, it's tomorrow. It's easy. It's like a self-evaluation. You will see that is yes, 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 no, 3.5, for example. It's point 3 and 4 and 5, very easy. And number 3, tomorrow I give you the link because it's something about the listening. ¿Se acuerdan lo que hicieron con el PET de reading? Ahora no van a hacerlo con reading, sino no van a hacerlo con listening. Mañana yo les doy el link. You listen, you analyze, you take some vocabulary. Ese es el punto 3 del taller. Clear? Easy?
Okay, teacher, but the writing is
Is
wait a minute. If I want, I send you the 300 words on your email.
yes, like the last version today, if you consider. Si no les llevan
Okay.
me revisen ahorita, solo hay como 2 o 3. And I can today, this is my urgency. I don't have anything else to do today, but correcting writings. So I'm waiting for emails, you understand? If people want a last version, send me an email and I correct it today.
I
It's my
want to
promise,
send
you understand?
you the email on the
Do
in the Word document or image.
But is it the last version?
Last version, yes.
As you prefer, I'm telling you.
Ah,
For
okay,
example,
teacher.
in Word, you can send me today the evidence, the last version by hand with all my corrections, and the last with the Word. Ya lo cuento. Today, you can send me those 2 things. So tomorrow, you're just going to have a very easy correction. You understand the process?
Okay, teacher. Yes.
Up till today, I want to see evidence of the process. And tomorrow, you just type the final version. Pero con el correo yo voy a comparar. Ve, aquí me enviaron 4 avances, 3, 1, ninguno. O sea, riesgo mañana que escriba 300 palabras de la nada, but that is not the idea. You see?
Okay, thank you, teacher. Yes, I understand. Thank you.
Final consideration about the modal verbs. When you talk about negative, you use not. Las excepciones pues van a ser be able to, porque es que be able si va a ser aren't able to, isn't able to, I'm not, porque ya vimos que el be able, ¿no? Be able, pues no se negará. Pues vea lo que sí. I am not able to. La excepción será con have. Ese sí tiene don't have, que es present simple. But the modal verbs don't use extra auxiliaries. Don't put don't put doesn't, don't put didn't, no. Another consideration here is that in the question, the modal verb goes at the beginning. Can I help you? Will you marry me? Should I stay or should I go? That's it. See you tomorrow. I'm staying only with the comics. Don't forget, I'm checking attendance in the WhatsApp. Send the picture in the group with Lucero at 9. Finish attendance. Gloria Alejandra had a problem with internet, and Laura Valentina, she left. I didn't see her story, one of her friends. And the rest, you are here. Brian, good job. So, how can I help you with? Who starts? John, remember,
question?
yeah, ask me your question, but I have you here in my list of today's priorities. I'll be working on writing, but I'm going to send, I have to send, I said, an email to John.
Yes.
About the comic, because you sent me before, we had like a conversation and before, like 2 advances. So wait for the email today.
Okay, teacher.
And the others, yes.
Can I send you the 3rd version of my test of money?
But today by hand, try it by hand. tomorrow in Word, but I don't know. Did you
Yes, teacher.
finish? Did I put in your text? Yes, John. You can type it in Word or not yet.
Okay,
No lo he escrito, chévere que me lo muestre una última vez, man. But it's your decision.
thank you. Then I will send you in some minutes.
So this is my other promise. I send you the email of the comic and I send you back the email of the writing today. As soon as I receive it today, like in some minutes later, I give you the answers today. This is my homework. I'm telling you Wednesdays is cool because I have all my attention for my English students, my pre-intermediate students. Okay,
Okay,
anything else?
thank you, teacher. Bye, teacher. Have a nice day.
You too, thank you. So who starts? So, Lisa, Karen, Jimena, Gabriel, Nicolás, Tatiana. If you want to stay, cool. Listening to your
Oui, teacher.
classmates, but... Okay, Karen. I'm going to give you now 5 minutes, and then the group is going to ask you a question. But please try to count the time, because the first part is like only 2 minutes for representing. I want you to start with the acting time. Should I open
teacher.
the email or you share the screen?
I can share the screen, but it's a video.
Okay, so put it. No problem. I know.
Okay,
I saw
let
it.
me share the screen. Teacher, it says that you have to host.
Give you permission, yes.
Yes.
So Karen, co-host. Wait. Karen Espitia.
Okay. ¿Se escucha?
No. Don't get in panic. Don't stress because that happens. So, algo que diga de pronto compartir el audio del dispositivo en el Zoom
Let me see.
o subir el volumen.
No, ya intenté subir el volumen, pero...
¿Dónde dice el lado más de pronto? Sonido de la computadora. ¿Estás en la computadora o en el cel?
No, en el celular. Ay, no.
Okay, you
Solo
know,
dice...
somebody can start and you send it. This last version, send it to my email. I present it
Okay.
in here. my
Okay.
tablet. Send it, but somebody else start, please. ¿A quién le comparto? ¿A quién le hago confusión para que comparta? ¿No? Solo espero el correo entonces de email from Karen and Luisa Fernanda, and that's it. No more today.
Me?
Sophia. Okay, so what do? I open the email or you share the screen?
Yes, I can share the screen.
Sophia. Ready?
Okay. Okay,
so remember, could you please start with the acting thing, like representing what is the information there? 2 minutes, go.
Okay. Our comic is about two brothers and they have a little fight, but later they fix
I don't know how do you say that, but they just maybe fix their problems, and that's it. So one is will be the old brother, and I will be the young brother and the mom.
Okay,
So
start. Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Hey David, that is my mine. It's my teddy doggy.
What? This isn't yours, it's mine.
Don't don't be liar. It's my birthday present. That's not yours. Give me my teddy doggy.
It's mine. That's enough. What is going on here? Your brothers borrowed the toy to your brother and you landed
You can use my things. Are you think too?
sorry too, bro. Thank you. Love you. Yeah, that's it.
Well, I have one question and then we watch another comic. What's the name of the comic and what is the name of the situation?
Fight for the teddy doggy. And this,
Because
yes, I'm sorry. Don't
I don't
put
see like the title or so, but it's okay. Continue. And the other question, the episode or the chapter or something like that, does it have a name or not necessarily?
No,
The
no. Oh,
the young brother's name's David, but
Mhm. Check this, liar, because you said liar and it's liar. Eh?
like
I see the story,
all right.
I see the conflict here. I had seen like one advance a few weeks ago, but then you are using the platform. I don't remember what did you use for creating this?
the phonics, something like that.
Yeah, I was asking to include at least one or two examples of present perfect, and you didn't use it. So at least tomorrow in the workshop or in the exam, you need to demonstrate that you know present perfect, because here in the comic, you didn't. And okay, let's have another comic. And then the last question for Sofia and Juan Esteban is to talk about the characters, the personality, the profile, if you have it. So in 2 minutes, okay? Next comic.
Sure, I would like to the next.
So Gabriel, I assign you, you share the
Not teacher, not yet.
now.
Yes, of course. Maybe I have. Give me a 1 second, teacher, please.
Yep. Now it's 8 a.m. I'm going to stop the recording in 5 minutes. As for the rest of the class who are not presenting the comic, you can leave now and you can go work on your autonomous work, which is pages on the book, 148, 149.
Good.
So, and we have now 2 minutes to listen to Gabriel's story. I want you to read
We
the
can listen me?
globes.
Can we listen me?
Yes?
Yes, good. This is the adventure about Joseph. Joseph is a person who learned ping pong for 8 years ago. They think what about my form to play? Because I played for 8 years. But they be happy and said, oh yeah, I've learned to the best form to play. For the week, twice a week they practice them, and and sorry, and then they sorry again. He think I want to be the best because I like to play. That said, it for him is very fun, but it's very hard because they practice a lot. They find win the tournaments and competition with her partners and her team, and I would like to be winner. Sorry. They like to work to practice with her favorite racket. They loves her his sorry. They love his racket. Then they put in a name. The name of the racket is Katinia. They say, oh yeah, the name is Katinia. They likes he practiced for the competition, and they practice with her friends their and his team, and that's it.
Okay, thank you, Gabriel. Remember, you will speak about the character and the profile later. Next person, who? Comic number 3? Gabriel. And, Gabriel, close your... That happens, don't worry. Karen, is it you or who said me?
Me, Tatiana.
Ah, Tatiana.
Yeah.
So the same. You share screen?
No, no. An
I
email.
open the
Yeah.
email, right?
Yes.
Yes, sure. Okay.
En el celular, es que
some
no sé,
seconds.
estoy en el celular, no puedo.
Yeah, de hecho sí podrías, but don't worry, I present it for you. Okay, ready? You can start. I'm gonna share it in some seconds. Are you ready? Tatiana Valentina, right?
Okay. Good morning. Okay, my comment is about the current situation of the pandemic in the world, called 2020 phenomenon. Okay, my comic, there are those characters. One of the is Mr. Marison, who is an old lady who is affected by the situation and tells her silver crisis to Luisa, who is a young woman and is a friend of her. Okay, and I explain my comic. Okay, and the title is 2020 Phenomenon. Okay. Good morning, Alison. Well, thanks. Good morning, Mr. Morrison. Okay, pardon, sorry. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Morrison.
Mrs.
How are you? Good morning, Alison. Well, thanks. Alison, have you around since the last time I say you? Yes. Why do you look so worried if you are always quiet. I am worried about the coronavirus pandemic has killed many people around the world. It is very sad to see that the pandemic is destroying the world in the all factors. Also, for example, my company is under production my pandemic and we are set of vacation. For example, in the economic sector production no sé cómo se dice, consumption have been reduced. Yes, but money is an enough for these days in quarantine. It is very serious where you can stay at home. I don't know. It is a difficult phenomenon that has taken over the world. Don't worry, this will happen on very soon. We have managed to overcome this virus. To be continued.
All right, thank you so much. Think about the personality and the profiles, and later you will have the next assignment. Let's do something. Gabriel Forero, and maybe we have a meeting tomorrow with because tomorrow I'm gonna give you the instructions of the workshop. So tomorrow I give you this. Marcela, disagree. We finish in this moment with Gabriel. Can we?
Okay.
Okay, Gabriel, please. What do I do?
I can share the screen by my cell phone.
Okay, let's do it, please. Okay, we watch. We listen to you, and then we watch Karen. Okay, guys,
Okay.
the instruction will be kind of clear. I want to say it as Gabriel finishes in this moment.